Hey, what's good, everybody? Joshua Jericho back with another episode of Tales of Berseria. And as you might remember, the last episode was about 573 skits. So, now that's all done, let's get going. I don't even remember what we're doing now. Investigate the Earth Pulse in Midgand. Oh, that's right. Okay. The skipper's letter is a forbidden subject among the crew. Best to leave it alone. And with that warning out of the way, we're ready to set sail. I believe we go to Port Sexton. Which we were just there, I think. And didn't we have some issues with Inominat's domain acting up? So maybe this is a bad idea. What do you guys think? Could be.
The boss has given me a message for you. Says there's some sort of nasty demon running around in the Aldina Plains, to the east of Logris. She thought it might be the one you're looking for.
Wasn't the Eastern Highway closed off from Logris?
That was only temporary. It's back open now. If you follow the road, you'll reach Stonebury Village. There you'll find one of ours who actually saw the demon. You want to know more? That'd be a good place to start.
Got it.
Hey, that's the same direction I sensed.
Give Tabitha our thanks.
It's looking more and more like we're on the right track. We ought to go check out that Bloodwing story.
Then let's start by going to Stonebury.
Hey, Eisen, did I say something wrong back there?
No. I just didn't think we needed to give the Bloodwings any information for free.
Huh?
He means the Earth Pulse points, kid. We're the only ones who know about them.
But aren't we on the same side as the Bloodwings?
We're not enemies with them. But I wouldn't go so far as to call them our friends either.
That's just how it goes in the underworld. Things can change at the drop of a hat. A poison hat.
But how are they supposed to trust us if we don't show them trust in kind?
That messenger knew our faces, even though we'd never met. He was here waiting for us, even though we hadn't told anyone where we were going.
You're right.
We hardly know the first thing about them, and yet they seem to know every move we make.
They could easily sell us out if it struck their fancy.
They'll work with us as long as we're a useful ally in their resistance against the Abbey. But the more tricks we can keep up our sleeve, the better.
We've got each other's back, but only as long as we hold a knife up our sleeve. That's what counts as trust in the underworld.
That sounds terrible. But at least you can trust that Tabitha's cooking will be tasty.
Can't argue that.
This is everyone's first time to Stonebury, right?
Why was it blocked off? Demons?
No, there was a great tornado on the Aldina Plains that swallowed up a whole merchant caravan. Hundreds gone in an instant.
The cooling of the climate is causing bouts of odd weather. Thunderstorms, heavy downpours, and the like.
Correct. The Abbey is keeping a tight guard on traffic through the affected areas.
If it's open now, that must mean the tornado is gone.
I wonder what sort of place it is.
It's quite lovely. In the vast forest to the east, you can find gemstones, and it's teeming with rare plants and insects. The locals trade only as much meat and hides as they need, and they live peaceful, quiet lives.
You sure know a lot about this place.
It's where the Norman he first fell in love with grew up.
Yeah! Please don't embarrass me. Though we are apart from each other now, our hearts are still as one.
Immediately after you and I made our pact and set off, she fell in love with some macho Norman and moved away.
What? Why haven't I heard about this? How long have you known?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I found out during my long search for you. Or maybe it was right after we left. I remember leaving something in the village and going back to... Oh well, not like it matters.
It does matter!
There's no sense in crying over a fickle girl. Come, Stonebury awaits.
Poor Begin Boo. He gets the worst of it, I swear. Ah, Stonebury. Stonebury. Let's see. Which way is Stonebury? Denon Highway and Denon Highway. So they're both Denon Highway, but I think... whatever. We'll go this way for now. You're doing quite a job out there. Keep it up, and they'll have to invent new wanted ranks for you. Won't docking fees go up, though? Aye, but I'll throw in a year's supply of deck wax as part of the deal, since you're such a valuable client. But have you noticed that something strange happens every time she docks here? It could just be my imagination, I suppose. Nah, it's not. It's us. We're doing horrible things. We're killing people, we're eating things. It's gross. Let's play Exorcist. I'm Lord Arturius. I call Lord Shigure. Then I'm Lord Oscar. Then I'll be Lord Melchior, I guess. Hold it. We can't all be Exorcists. We need someone to fight against. Yeah, somebody has to be Velvet. I'll be Velvet. Okay. You be Velvet.
The Eastern Plain is finally open for travel. I hear that the people of Stonebury are alive and well. My husband and I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I wasn't worried about him at all.
He talks tough, but he was really worried. Oh, sorry you don't know who we're talking about. It's his apprentice.
What kind of apprentice?
My husband's an architect. Even the royal family and the abbey commission his work. He's been at the docks here on a job. He just finished and we're about to return to Logris.
These people don't care about all that.
Why did your apprentice go to Stonebury?
He's young and talented, but a bit eccentric. He said he wanted to help create a new town, so he set off to the frontier.
A craftsman has to focus on his work. Creating a new town. Ha! He should know his place.
But my husband didn't disown him. That boy's fearlessness reminds me of my husband when he was young.
So you understand how he feels then?
I didn't say that. If he thinks he has the talent, he's free to do as he likes. But if he doesn't follow through with it to the end, I'll be done with him.
Did you hear that? He thinks the boy can do it. If you ever find yourself in Stonebury, go visit that boy's workshop.
Right, I'll do that.
Sorry about my husband. He can be a real grump.
Don't worry about it. I'm pretty used to people like that.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
If you want to try something, just go out there and do it. If you don't try, you'll never taste failure, but you'll never taste success either. Why don't you try saying that to your apprentice? So have you guys noticed how much more vocal Floppy Set is now? Like, remember when we first got him and he was totally like, he never said anything and he never had any of those ending, after the battle things, you know, when they like say their lines? Flowers sell really well these days, especially Princess Sia, because, well, they're placed on graves, I know. Lots of people are losing loved ones. Right, I only hope that some nice flowers can help soothe the spirit of the lost, as well as the bereaved. So anyway, but now he's got like his little outros, and he's got his little, he talks to people on the street, makes jokes about Velvet being grumpy-faced. The strange weather over the Aldina Plains seems to have calmed down. They've lifted the ban on travel there because the settlers in Stonebury need trade to survive. But it always was a dangerous region. I'd steer clear of it if I were you. I wonder if being tethered the way he was, but see, then here's the thing. Bienfu was tethered and still tethered. But he never lost any personality from what I could tell. So what was the difference? Like, what are they doing differently that's making him... Ceres kind of had the similar thing too, where she was like not... didn't have a lot of personality early on, and then like later on she had lots of personality.
Hey, is everyone all right?
See? Floppy Set likes to talk now.
I'll finish this quickly.
See this? I'll stop you.
Take that! Devour!
Lightning, rain down!
Devour!
Shake the heavens!
I'll
Pretty
stop
moon! No escape! Flitter! Huge drop!
I'll stop
Are there more? Reaching! Finish!
I'll go ahead!
Clear off!
Shooting star!
Heaven's wrath! Go on top!
Shooting star!
We'll go easy!
Yes!
I still need a lot of training.
Is training hard?
Sorry, I saw a thing saying I got a new skill and I got excited, but I'm also being chased by stuff, so I'm gonna run.
This quickly.
Heaven's wrath!
Shooting star!
Cleansing land!
We'll figure out the skill later.
Slow down! Soaring dragon! Next!
Jade wing!
Heaven's wrath!
You think some of these abilities where she spins and stuff would be like a little difficult with her giant claw out? Wouldn't that throw you off balance some?
Killing flash!
I mean, it's not like the claw is the exact same size. It's much bigger. I would think it would cause your balance to be off a lot.
Is everyone all right?
Leave me alone, birdie! Stop chasing me! No!
I think I've finally gotten used to it.
Used to what?
Your powers. I think I finally got a handle on them in a way that feels right.
That's good. Hopefully you won't faint anymore.
Yeah, and I'll keep learning too. I hope we can make this work out.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Hey! When you and Eleanor made your pact together, she gave you a true name, right? Was it a good one?
True name? What's that?
It's a special name in the ancient tongue given to a Moloch as a necessary step in forming a pact with a human. I gave Bienfu the name Fushicast. It means thing.
That's pretty messed up.
It's just my own little way of showing affection.
So what kind of name did you get, Laphicet? What's the matter? She didn't give you a really weird name like Magulu gave Bienfu, did she? If you're not happy with it, I can talk to Eleanor about it later. So go on and tell me—
I'm fine with it. And I can't tell you anyway.
Well, you don't have to get so worked up about it.
A true name is not something a Moloch just casually divulges to others. They carry a special meaning to us. Speaking it to anyone other than our Pact Keeper carries a special meaning. Between comrades, it means we trust them with our lives. In other cases, it's
Practically a confession of love!
You could have said something sooner, you know.
Laphicet's at a delicate age. You should be more careful in the future.
Oh, really? It's just another way of showing affection.
That was evil, even for Magulu. Come on now. So she basically almost made Velvet, who's definitely going through jealousy right now over the fact that Laphicet has turned into Eleanor's little brother more than her little brother. Whoa. Okay, there's like knot guards here too. I was a little worried at first. She almost made Velvet push him into confessing his feelings for Eleanor. Like that. That's so terrible. What a bad... Magulu's the worst. But she's still funny, so we can't complain too much. Nobody wants to talk? Okay, fine.
Whoa!
A dragon.
That's gotta be the demon Tabitha wanted us to know about.
It's flying free, but could it still be a Therian?
I just felt an Earth Pulse point. It's that way, somewhere near the top of that mountain.
Let's check it out.
Yay, mountain climbing time.
Here I come!
Hurricane, good start! I'll stop you!
Forward surface!
Jade Wave!
Take the sky!
Hurricane! Jade Wave!
Finish!
Watch it!
Out of my way!
Not bad.
You too.
Where are all my cat boxes? I know they're around here. It's kind of a pretty area. Wonder if we're gonna go down into that turf later. That's one of terrifying.
Hurricane! Armor Crusher! Form 6! Double haze!
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel!
Being killed by a Hershey's bar. Weird. This looks wrong.
Caught you! I'll stop you!
Heaven's wrath!
Double haze!
Take that!
Double haze! No escape! Deception!
No escape! Finish! Silence ray!
See this? Armor Crusher! No escape!
Soaring dragon! Cerberus wave! Next!
Deception!
Got you! Crash through!
Double haze! Deception!
It appears that we're finished here.
I guess that's how that
To
works.
dish out spankings.
Form 4! Form 2!
Okay, so here's a fun story about me. I am deathly afraid of hornets and wasps. Like super, super terrified of them. And here's why. When I was a kid, my dad used to have me mow and water lawns around the neighborhood because I lived in a small town. Like my dad would sign me up for them basically, and or volunteer me in a sense, and like I would do it. And, I mean, it was my job. Like I got paid for it, sort of. But the places that he used to have me do.
Behold the arts of my ancestors! Non-gifted style! Aaron!
Nice. The places I used to have to mow lawns and stuff were not like neighborhood houses. They were like one of the local churches and the local funeral
Try as
home,
they might, it won't change anything.
things like that. Now here's the reason this is the Hornets it plays into that. So
Always ready to fight.
what was terrifying about it was that both the church that I mowed the lawn and stuff for and the funeral home, they both had these big old shrubberies, and like in their yards, like in the area right around the against the walls, and hornets and wasps would make nests in them. And you can't hear a hornet and a wasp when you're like mowing the lawn, right? You're pushing around. And you have to drive the lawnmower in there. Like I can't not mow. You know, like if like I'm not smart, but I'm pretty sure that if the people that came in the next day and they saw like all the lawn was mowed except for like a 10-foot trail around those bushes, that area kept growing longer and longer, and the other stuff was getting cut. I think they might ask some questions. So I was terrified of it, and I lived in the Midwest, and in the late summer in the Midwest, you're talking really hot, really humid, very sultry. I guess sultry is not the right word for it, but but anyway, so normally I'm walking around wearing like a t-shirt and shorts, mowing lawns, and I always brought a jacket when I did those two lawns because I would get to the part where I had to go to the bushes, and because I was scared I couldn't hear the wasps and the hornets, I would like stop the mower, go put on a jacket so that my arms were covered, and then I would mow it as fast as I could in desperate hopes that maybe if I was really fast or whatever, like the hornets and the wasp either wouldn't come and get me, or if I had the jacket on, they wouldn't be able to sting me with their stingers, I guess, because there was like, oh, it's like they're gonna fly up on my jacket. They're gonna be like, well, dadgummit, I was gonna sting him, but he's got a jacket, and that's the #1 defense against.
I am invincible.
Like that's a easy, or not easy. That's the #1 counter. Am I going the wrong way? I'm in the Gals Lake area. Must have gone the wrong way. I was like, that's the #1 counter to Hornet stings as a jacket. Let's go, guys. We'll just have to wait until next week. Maybe I'll forget the jacket. No Hornet's gonna do that. But that was the way my brain worked. I was just like, I can't hear them coming, so if they get on me, I have to have the jacket to make sure that they can't sting me on the arms. I didn't even worry about the shorts. I don't know. I was so... more than one time I would think that there was a Hornet coming after me while I was going to the area, and I'd be like push mower. It was old push mower, right? I'd be like pushing the push mower, and then I think I saw a Hornet or something, and I would just like peel out and like run all the way across the yard. No, Hornet, no! I hated them so much. So that's why I don't like Hornets. And there you go. Okay, so I went the wrong direction, so I'll fix that, and we'll go in the right direction next time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then, and hopefully we won't run into any Hornets, and if we do, hopefully my jacket will protect us.